In a world that just never seems to stop moving, how do you find your center? Well, today we're going to dive into a guide that's designed to do exactly that. Wanda Pope Knight's Alignment and Awakening. Let's be real. In our crazy, high demand lives, finding a moment of quiet can feel like an absolute luxury. Think of this book as a practical tool, a gentle friend, really, designed to help you find that stillness and just reconnect with yourself, one breath at a time. So let's actually take the book's own advice right now. Before we go any further, just take one deep breath. Seriously, let this be a moment just for you, a moment for remembering. Okay, so how does this book actually work? What's the secret sauce? Well, at its heart is this really powerful and intentional framework. And believe it or not, it all revolves around one very significant number. And that number is 111. Now, this isn't just a random page count or something. Nope. It is a recurring rhythmic guide that shapes the entire experience of the book. You'll find exactly 111 of these poetic meditations inside. So, what's the big deal with 1111 in this philosophy? It's seen as the pulse of alignment, kind of like a coded rhythm that reminds you that you're in sync, that you're on the right path. It symbolizes that spark of intuitive awakening, that moment where your thoughts and reality just click into place. And here's the really cool part. This big idea gets translated into a super simple everyday practice. The author suggests that when you see the number 111 out in the world, on a clock, a license plate, wherever, treat it as a little nudge from the universe to do just this. Pause, take a breath, and just feel yourself come back to the present moment. Now, the book delivers these 111 messages through the ancient Japanese form of haiku, and this is not just a stylistic choice, not at all. The 5-7-5 syllable structure is actually meant to mirror the natural rhythm of our breathing, a short inhale, a longer hold or exhale, and that quiet return. Every single poem is literally a breath on the page. So, how is this whole journey structured? Well, the book is divided into these sacred movements, and it all starts with the call to awareness, which is basically an invitation to begin seeing yourself and the world with a lot more clarity. This whole first section is represented by the Eye of Horus. It's this ancient symbol of awareness, healing, and protection. It's just the perfect visual anchor for the theme of developing a clear and protective inner sight. Here's a beautiful example of a haiku from this first section. It's called Rooted in Stillness, and wow, you can just feel that grounding energy in those few words, can't you? And after each haiku, there's a short reflection that kind of unpacks its meaning. The wisdom here is so simple, but so profound. Peace isn't something you have to go out and find. It's already here, right now, just waiting for you to slow down enough to feel it. Okay, so from that foundation of awareness, the book then guides us into the next phase, the practice of becoming. This is where all that insight gets translated into actual real-world action. And the symbol for this part of the journey? It's the lotus flower. What a perfect metaphor for spiritual unfolding, right? It represents growing out of the mud and into the light, becoming who you were truly meant to be. Check this out. This is the very first haiku in the Becoming section, and it just perfectly captures the theme of integration and radical self-acceptance. It's not about fixing broken parts of yourself, but about embracing all of them. And the reflection that follows makes such a crucial point. It says that wholeness isn't about achieving some state of perfection. It's about being fully present with yourself, just as you are right now, holding space for all of it, the healed parts and the healing parts with so much love. So, why does all this matter? What's the big takeaway? It's all about how to weave these moments of awareness and presence from the page into the fabric of your actual day-to-day life. And the author gives some really clear guidance on how to use this book. It's not a race to the finish line. It's meant to be more like a daily devotional. The whole idea is to read slowly, to pause, to let the words really settle in. The goal isn't just to consume information, but to awaken a memory of the peace that's already inside you. There's this one phrase from the book that I feel just captures the entire philosophy. Awareness as poetry and poetry as prayer. It's all about turning your attention, your awareness, into something as beautiful and intentional as a poem. And when you do that, that very act of mindful attention becomes its own form of prayer. So as we wrap this up, I'll leave you with a question inspired by the book's wisdom. Amidst all the doing, all the rushing, and all the noise, where are you going to find your sacred pause today?